back. Always go live in my car in the gray and dark. I thought to say a quick hello uh, in a beautiful sunlight, in a beautiful sunshine. And just a thought I wanted to share with you. It is so interesting. I have been on this learning experience, taking a little bit of a break from the world. Haven't been online for probably a week, maybe, I don't know, maybe actually less than that. Maybe five days or so. Hello, Elizabeth. Hi, darling. How are you? I have to put my glasses on, guys, because the sun is burning. But yeah, I just wanna share with you that I find it so hilarious that Hispanic people are so similar in some ways to Slavic. We have so much in common, and number one is authenticity and keeping things real, not worrying so much what people will say, and just being authentic and bold, not like one personality fits all, not like a programmed not like a programmed machine. And we are here in Mexico for a little break. And I find it so amusing and so fascinating. And it's both. It's bad and good. It's it's bad and good. It's like always a mix, always a combination. But I think there is a reason how we get along, whether or not we speak the same language. Yes, I don't know if can you guys hear me? I don't know, Elizabeth. Please tell me. I have no idea how good the signal is, but yeah, I don't know how good or bad the signal is. I would love to see some more cultural things. I would like to go next time to Mexico City to explore it, but we have seen some. Oh, seeing the Mayan ruins was just phenomenal, phenomenal. It's a long trip. It's a bit of it's a bit of effort, but we had such a phenomenal time. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say this word. Yesterday, we had a guide for our tour in particular. Uh, we were taught in the most authentic, in the most deep and passionate way by a guide. His name is Santiago, and really his inspiration for this video. The way he was guiding the tour, his passion, authenticity, boldness, it was just we felt my son and I we felt as if we were back in a time of the Mayan civilization. It was just so absolutely phenomenal to be there. I felt like we were watching them fight. I felt that we were there when they were building those beautiful Mayan pyramids. It was just so phenomenal. I didn't want to be disrespectful of the teacher. He really appeared like a teacher for us, and I didn't want to be disrespectful to be on the phone, especially that we both staying on our phones this time. But I should have warned him that I just want to record some of his teachings, the lessons that he gave, because just a second, guys, it was so much more. It wasn't like a Wikipedia. Generally, I don't really like excursions and guided tours, but I wanted to catch some snippets um, of his teachings, of his experience, of his delivery, because he was just so real. And it's an older gentleman. I lived less years than he had taught. he has been teaching and experiencing and in being involved in restoration of these Mayan ruins and other authentic old antique things for many years, and he led this guide, his guiding services for 45 years. 45 years of doing this. And even if you don't care about history, if you would come to his class, you would absolutely fall in love with it. He literally, my son told me that he had goosebumps when he was sharing about the events, some things that happened thousands of years ago, and the incredible things about Mayan civilization and their passion for science and history and everything, astrology, I mean astronomy, everything. It almost felt like the stones came alive, and I just want to share this. It was such a phenomenal experience, being around the person. And you know what I loved? He had no water. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't have a lot of filler words. He didn't have a lot of common polite phrases. He just went right at it, and he was very concise, to the point, but yet there was so much passion, so much knowledge. It almost felt like a performance, like he was performing in a theater, like acting that period of time. It was just so uh, beautifully done and so fascinating. And I was thinking about it, how there are some people that just live life through different lens, through different experience, that people who allow themselves to be authentic, every single moment of their life. I think in America the corporate culture really did dirty to people, you know. I think that corporate culture of the United States, this fake politeness, fake curiosity about others. Hey guys, how you doing today? Means absolutely nothing. Being here in Mexico, a lot. Of course, there are people that different, that maybe have some bad intentions, but overall people are real. They just come and tell their real feelings. um, they have some performances here, and people would come and ask us to come and watch, and they would be describing their performances, with so much warmth and passion. And I just think that it's so imperfectly perfect. And we got to see some beautiful things, historical things, and na- beautiful nature things. I fell in love with cenotes, or cenotes, and the whole time it feels like not necessarily an easier way to live. I think it actually takes a lot more courage um, to be able to express yourself. Especially, once again, I think being in school, the school culture, when they try to do same person out of everybody. You have to follow these rules, do these things, and you are not allowed to. If you express your feelings in the United States, in the best case scenario you're bold, in the worst case scenario you are obnoxious. You're rude. If you tell people how you really feel, you are rude, obnoxious, or whatever. Warren, you want to be blocked today, or when would you like to be blocked? How old are you? You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. uh, there are people that they just absolutely give up on their development, and that's you, Warren. Thanks, Elizabeth. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this video on here or change it because of such idiots like Warren G. But you know, you wanted some attention, Warren. You got it. You got it. It's okay, Jason. Hi, everybody. Yeah, I think that Hispanics are you know, like now we are in Mexico, and I think you know it's good and bad because when people are authentic, they can be authentically awful. You know, we had this experience too. You know, some people just you know want to openly use you. You know, some people want to appear too nice. You know, some people, you know, it's always people are people always. You know, so there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I love the just not being so controlled all the time and not being so washed down. Even, you know, my son is in high school right now, and he's been telling me how much he enjoys the how much he's enjoying the authenticity of people here. And he literally told me that this time off is changing his life because um, it is so powerful to experience different culture. You know, that's why it's so hard to. For me, I don't like excursions. Like excursions, I don't like group travel. Even yeah, I don't like those types of things. But sometimes you have to use your time wisely and do the bad. You know, do things to experience. It was really cool to also see some slums, see some, you know, kind of dirty places, see some really poor places, and at the same time see the beauty, you know, see the gorgeous places, um, see people, you know, it's just so many so many so much contrast, so much contrast. You know, some people, you know, we were talking about this yesterday. You know, some people will give their last short, you know, will give their last opportunities, their, you know, I mean, their last whatever they got to help you out, and others will you know, take advantage. And yesterday we had the situation, a bus driver delivered us to the wrong location, and he was we learned that he was so, after a long travel together, he was so he basically almost didn't open the door for us, you know. Like he didn't want to fix his mistake, and just wanted to leave us at the wrong address after a 12-hour travel. And yeah, it's you know, it was interesting. And on the other hand, maybe 95% of our interaction have been so genuine and so, you know, so alive. There is a different vibe here. It's so much aliveness, so much, you know, so much so much going on, so much. You definitely feel so much more vacant. But to wrap it up, guys, as I'm frying, it's probably going to be one of my shortest lives ever, because I'm frying in the sun. You know, to wrap this up, I just want to say that is why it is so important to go places even when it's not recommended, when even people tell you, oh, that's dangerous, that's this, that, and the other. You know, go places and experience that yourself, because, you know, governments are different than people. People are not every government, you know, truly represent people. Usually, um, with countries with corruption, usually the government does not represent the backbone of the people in the country. So anyhow, yeah, it's always worth it to do those things and experience them for yourself. You know, you may absolutely love it or hate it, but one of the things I absolutely love is authenticity of the people, the way they show up, the way they connect with you, and that every person, almost every person, have their own personality. It's not from it's not borrowed from somebody. It's not washed out, or I don't know, washed off. I don't know how to say that, but I'm sure that you understand exactly what I mean. So, yeah, we have been having a riot, truly amazing time. And yes, I'm gonna make a separate video, maybe going into more detail. But I think the one of the reasons why Slavic people, Eastern Europeans, and Hispanics get along, because we both keep it real. Maybe they have a bit more emotion and a little bit more passionate than we are in some way, but we really understand each other very well. Even with the Spanish that I was studying for a year and forgot 80% of. conveniently, conveniently forgot. So, welcome everybody new, everybody old, everybody not old, but everybody who has been here for a while. I just want to say hello. Um, on this beautiful day, I'm gonna go join some more activities, and I am amazed we have internet. That I thought the internet would not be good. And somebody said that somebody people keep writing weird comments, but that is normal. Most people have their brain fried. So traveling and being in other cultures when a young adult helps a man grow wiser. Yeah, I think it's interesting because a lot of people think once for young people 100%, 1000%, but I also think a lot of people, they forget that you're still growing and developing and opening up your potential, even if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. A lot of people just stop. They getting harder in their beliefs, and they just stop. They're just like, okay, this is good, this is bad. Okay, I'm not gonna visit, like for example Mexico because of cartels. I'm not gonna visit China because they eat dogs. I'm not gonna visit, like, a lot of people. Just their ignorance really not helping with they never develop, they never learn, because the ignorance takes over a curiosity. And it's never, I visited a lot of countries that are politically, hey, not so loud please. I visited a lot of countries that politically I would never align with the leadership, but the people are usually great. People are usually hardworking and very warm and hospitable. In all the countries I visited that have a very questionable government, or very, it's always like this, isn't it? Often. Anyway, I told you guys last week that I probably won't have internet. Also, we do have internet, but yeah, we are a bit on a detox. It's the first video I made in probably how many days? Yeah, 4 or 5 days. It feels as if I haven't been online for a month or two, and it has been an enjoying experience. Thank you, Nico. Yes. Somebody very smart saying generalizing an entire group of people is more an indication of your ignorance rather than theirs. Okay. How about acknowledging that every nationality and every group and every culture has very specifics about them that in most cases run true. How about that one? How about opening your own channel and speaking your bullshit thoughts over there? How about that? Me staying relevant to stereotypes about our topic today, I'm gonna tell you honestly, open your own channel and then teach people what is right and what is wrong. So Just because that certain people are different, that goes without saying. Culturally, people have similarity. Every culture have certain similarities. That's why there are books about cultures, about history, about mentality. So according to your thought, when I opened this channel talking about Slavic culture and Eastern European women and our mentality in general, I should have just said, well, you know what, you don't have to learn anything because I'm not gonna generalize cultures and mindsets and mentality. So this way, we're just gonna be talking about nothing. A culture of the country, their history shapes mentality. You can see this politically, economically, and you can see it being with people. So that the most stupid comment I've ever read. And we're gonna keep it real. Hey CCGB, hello, hello, hello guys. I'm sending you some warmth and sunshine before I'm back into the dark. Also, it's about to become really beautiful time in Michigan. So, all right, my dear friends, much love from me. Johnny saying I'm loving that blue on yours. Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna miss it. Well, I'm gonna be wearing soon it too. I'm gonna soon wear it because it's gonna get warm. We're gonna have spring. So thanks, Jason. Thank you, guys. You know, I thought I'm gonna come for just a few minutes and just say hello because I feel like I abandoned my people, and also again, it's been so dark gray. You always with me in my survival mode. Yeah, well, I love everything. I love cold. I love hot. I love all the kind of experiences. Yeah, for those of you guys who are on my Patreon and on my coffee, I'm gonna show some behind the scenes photos and maybe even give you some recommendations if you ever in Mexico and you want to see one of the wonders of the world. The guide that we had, guys, I have to honor him again. The guides that we had made our experience of seeing the the pyramids, the special things that left from the Mayan civilization. He made it 10 times more incredible than we would just walk on our own, or we would have a guide who will give us Wikipedia knowledge, you know. Now I really want to watch a documentary on the Mayan civilization and everything that I can learn. But the way he presented it, the way he just we just dived in. We just dived in into thousands of years ago. It was just spectacular. I love that he spent no time on bullshit once again, no time on word fillers. He just went straight in and took us on a journey. You know, it was so phenomenal. I also love to see so many young people there, you know, seeing that so many, there were people from small children to school age to young adults to all the way to uh, retirees. Everybody was looking and listening, and I just love seeing when people honor things like that. You don't see that very often, and I took Santiago's his contacts, and I really think that the person who guides the tour, just like a teacher, makes or breaks the class. You know, if you remember when you were in school, write in the comments if you were in school, you may sometimes maybe you had a subject that you didn't really wasn't your favorite subject, but the teacher that was assigned to the subject made you love the subject. Yeah, if you watch later, or I cannot read your comment right now, uh, just Like, write in a comment if you had a teacher in your schools that made you love the subject you generally would hate, or maybe they just taught you a lot more than the subject itself. For me, in high school, it was my physics teacher. He just made it so incredible that I could not think of being sick and missing physics. That was impossible for me. You know, missing physics is like you do everything not to miss it. And then I love history, but the history teacher made me hate history and do everything to miss it. You know, my one of my history teachers in high school made it so that she was so obsessed about the facts and numbers that she never made us love it, because she only wanted us to remember facts and numbers. She never cared about truly teach us and make our own thought process, make our own, our own realizations. And so she really didn't teach us, because you forget the numbers and thoughts. You forget the numbers and you never make your own thoughts, and you never analyze anything unless you dive into it, not just in the Wikipedia information. So yes, I'm taking break from Instagram. I'm taking break from everything. Elizabeth, you already know me. All right, my dear friends, I have to get going. Thank you so very much for everything, for being here. Yes, Elizabeth, you're on a list. It's my dream to see Scotland. Okay, I'm gonna read a couple more comments. My hardest subject was English and literature, because English was my second language. I forced myself to learn it out of pride, to show that I could keep up and surpass some of the other students. Excellent. Where are you from, Alex? Uh, Thank you, CCGB. Thank you. You're the star. You are my special guest. I'm so glad that we connected with you. And so, as Elizabeth and Jason, my awesome mods, thank you for being here, and everybody else. All right, my dear friends, I'm fried. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, sorry if I missed some of your comments. You know how I do it. Okay, yes, I'm fried. Yes, yes, I have social media because I have to, but I like taking breaks from it. So, au revoir, my dear friends. I have to go. Much love to you, much sun. If it's gloomy, I'm gonna be gloomy soon with you, back with you, talking again about everything under the sun. I will see you very soon, my dear friends, and let's connect. Hey, Baf, are you here?